You spoke about meeting a Pakistani man who drew your attention to the fact that you could be a model or you could be in the modeling industry. When you first heard that, how did you react?
When you're inspired. I had a boyfriend before. He took me pics the first day he met me, and then he's like, yeah, like you look like a model. I was like, I'm not even confident for that. Later, this guy still comes and tells me, you're a model. The next thing we will go for Nikon AE workshop. It was in Fujairah. There were 40 photographers from me.
40.
And it was my first time to stand in front of a camera. And all these people posted me.
How did you feel?
I felt so, like, I felt happy, but I was asking myself, oh, you're a model maybe? Because they were like, whoa, nice pose, whatever. I was like, maybe, is it me doing that? Is it me doing that?
Yeah.
Because before I was camera shy.
Oh.
And then I go for my casting. Maybe God was blessing me somewhere. It's the way things started moving small. Before that, the company I worked for after I left
The
housemate,
yeah.
they didn't pay me. And I was like, oh God, we went to police. Mrakabat. Police, yeah. They couldn't pay me. And then I was like, why don't you pay me yet you're paying these Filipinos? I'm also a human being. I'm putting transportation and whatever. So this guy spoke Arabic, so many things. I'm like, oh God. And then my boyfriend by then was put in jail because of me. Because this guy told the company owner told these guys that he's taking a video and in Dubai it's illegal.
Yeah.
So they put him inside. And like every time I faced some injustices, I was like, why is this happening? So this person is a racist or something. I don't know. There's this thing, I faced so many things, not just about women. Sometimes I want to get amnesia or something, or I get someone to erase my past so that I can start over my life. But every time I go back, I feel unlucky, but still feel like I'm the luckiest person. Have you been in that situation where you went and you're like,
it's a mixture of feelings, like,
but God loves me.
But why am I in these challenges?
Yeah.
That makes sense. So now are you into like full-time modeling or like fashion?
Actually, me going into depression, I had gotten issues with my agency. Sometimes I don't want to speak about such things because to them, I don't know how it is. You understand? But I got issues with my agency. My visa got issues. I got into depression. Right at my success. You know, when you go into this beauty queen thing, I went for Woman of the Universe. After going for Woman of the Universe, unfortunately, things were falling apart. I couldn't reach that dream that I was supposed to reach. This time I was in depression, everyone left. Every friend left. I was alone. My first days of darkness, I slept outside. Nothing hurts like sleeping at a balcony and you don't have even...
After winning the... Oh.
Yeah, and the most funny part, God has tested me to the maximum. When someone says your social media, you even do this.
You are rich then.
She's rich. No one is helping me. No one helps me. It's always me. No one helps me. I'm outside. Sometimes I don't have what to eat. But there's a girl texting me on social media. You inspire me. She has a job. Or maybe she's well off. She doesn't know you don't have what to eat. Just because you have a position. And you know how that feels.
I know it can be something else. Like when the world sees your glory, but they don't see your pain. So when last did you hear from your father?
Last year.
How was the communication like?
I saw my dad in 2022. He wasn't well. I forgave him for whatever happened. Do you know why? No man is an island. I got to know that everyone does mistakes. When I saw him going through whatever he was going through, I was like, I prayed. I was like, God, at least give us a chance. I've grown up seeing pain. Why do I have to still see it? And still see my dad going through it? And then how does my mom feel right now? Now at that moment I saw that my mom, despite everything, she's the strongest person. Because this time she was being there for my dad who has another family. She left everything behind. She was standing there for him. I don't normally say these things to her. Sometimes I sit down and I'm like, okay, at least I have a mother like no other. Because I know she has pain. She never shows.
If your mom is watching you today, what message would you like to give to her?
My one thing I would tell her, I don't know how, but I know God is gonna use me to change her life. I'm sure my mother is one of the people that have really faced pain since for many years. Because I mean right now, every time she hears that I'm not well, I don't know what she goes through. Every time she hears that my sister, this is not working out or something, remember, she still remembers whatever she went through before. Healing doesn't just come. So she gets a trigger every day. The only thing I would want right now, if God changed my life today, I would tell my mom, whatever I want to make you laugh. I don't want to see you cry or anything. And if I would buy her happiness, I would give it to her. That's all I would give her.
Your sisters, are they in school or?
Yeah, one is here actually. She just came 3 months ago.
Oh, great. Is she working?
She hasn't started, but good thing she's on a freelance visa.
Great.
And the other one, she's still, like, she's not schooling, but she's doing salon, whatever.
Oh, wow.
The last one is schooling.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Do you see yourself staying in Dubai for long?
I wanted to give up. I wanted to go home. Sometimes I feel like giving up. Sometimes I feel like maybe my blessing isn't here, but I feel like I'm favored here. So I just pray God helps me so I don't make a mistake. It could be just a season and then things start getting well. But still, I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. I don't know what to do, honestly. I'm just praying for clarity. Yeah.
Throughout this pain, these ups and downs, did you ever speak to a counselor?
No, one thing, do you know, I always tell people that I'm a warrior. I mothered myself. When I wanted to scream, I got my pillow and put it on my mouth and screamed. And I always tell people, the day you will get a pillow and put it on your mouth, not because someone is trying to kill you, but you don't want your neighbors to hear you scream. You want to let out the pain. That's when you know that it's painful. I tried killing myself 3 times.
You've been suicidal.
And I was alone in the house. But I don't know why I was killing myself, because the person I know would never do that. I want to make my family happy. Have a child that I want to. I don't know. I tried twice with a knife. The next day I was like, every sharp thing should leave my house. I don't know why I was doing it.
I mean, to protect
Deep
yourself.
in darkness alone. But there's a moment I'll never forget. I was walking. When the knife couldn't work, this time I was walking at 3 looking for a building for me to go up and kill myself. And you know what happened? It was like God came and had to intervene. A van came. It had to. Do you know that strong light? There in Hamria, Street 14. I have memories in Dubai. So what I did, I went back home, crying. I sat down on the prayer mat in darkness. I told God, okay, you've taken everyone that I loved from my life. Right now, I'm not even talking to my mom. I'm just alone. Do you really want the devil to win? At least you've showed me how much I can go. I'm just trying to reach my dreams. I'm just starting to experience what life is. Why do you want me to kill myself? It was painful. I had the worst experiences, but everyone was mocking me. She has become small, this and that. Media, instead of getting videos of you. And the funniest part about my community, I've never seen them post my achievements or post that she won this for Uganda or she represented this. Otherwise, they used to come and take videos of, or someone finds you at a yacht and then he wants to post that video when you're crazy and they don't want to post your achievements. I was like, okay, this is life. No one has my back. I have to stand by myself. I told you ever been in pain and you started talking to God on a one-on-one? So I used to tell God, so today, why are you bringing this again? Why are you bringing this again? Okay, I didn't kill myself. But don't you feel that I'm in pain? Don't you know that it's killing me? I'm telling you, I burnt myself. I cut myself because I wasn't feeling physical pain. I started asking myself, am I still alive? Or maybe I'm in hell. You know that thing when you feel like, maybe I died and I'm in hell. It's not real. It's an illusion, maybe. I burnt myself. I cut myself.
Yourself.
I wanted to feel pain, but I couldn't feel pain. My soul was hurting. I couldn't feel physical pain anymore. I wasn't that girl that I was before. This time I was triggered easily. I could be violent at any time. I didn't want anyone to tell me anything. All I was looking for is someone to be kind and show me that you'll be fine. However your phone was talking something about you, isn't that? I had to isolate myself. I remember at first I used to fear getting out. I was like, no one knows what I'm going through. Whatever they know is their opinion. I'm not going to let myself die inside. I stood one day, I left home. I didn't have money on me. I walked to a club. Because this time I didn't want them to just speak behind my back. I wanted them to see me. Whoever saw me and said I was small, I told them I'm going through life, just like other people go through it. And do you know how I realized that I was powerful? So many people go through the same thing I was going through. Maybe they have all their problems. I was like, why is it me? Why do I bring an impact on all of you that you're trying to mock me at this moment? So I was like, I will stand. It took me back to the girls I used to see. Because before I met a girl who had she had a scar on her face.
Oh.
And then she told me, I love the way you're a model, whatever. But me, I can never. I looked at her and I was like, why? She told me when she was young, someone told her she was ugly. She can never be, I sat her down. Because before, even when I was in high school, there's a certain guy that didn't like my legs or something. and he tried to use it against me. Maybe it made me feel bad. But this time, I when I saw this girl, I remembered that. I was like, okay, it didn't make me stop believing in myself. But for her, she was told this, I think she was like 10 years, and this time she was 27. She wasn't confident. I told her one thing. You see this car? It's your power, it makes you unique. Not everyone has it. You know why you have it. That's why you have to show it. If someone else sees you with this car and they have this car, they're going to come out. You're going to help. You're going to impact lives in a way that you don't know. I told her, don't hide yourself anymore. I'll connect you if you want to be a model. She told me, I've grown, but I wanted that. I told her, I will help you. Unfortunately, I never saw her again. But it made me feel like, okay, I need to change something. Me, every time I find a man trying to make a woman feel less, I don't even know how I get mad. I don't care if he's tall or short. First of all, I ask them, one day you're going to have a daughter, you have a sister, and you have a mother. Women are naturally emotional people, and they need that softness in them. Why are you even trying to make her feel less just because you're in your ego, you want to prove something to your friends? And so many men do that. You're trying to make a woman feel less. This is going to touch her forever. Maybe we always tell people that we women, the only power we have is dignity. If you take that from me, I'm finished. It takes a very resilient person and a person who believes in themselves 100% to be mocked or be disrespected in people. Then stand again. If you can make it there, why would you do that? And that's why some people don't like me, especially men. They feel like maybe they always tell me, hey, feminist, whatever. But it's not like
I was
that.
about to ask that, do you consider yourself a feminist?
Not really, because still, if I found a woman trying to act weird with a man, I still would react. But for a woman, why it touches me so much, I have the trauma, plus I believe that men are supposed to lead us. Why would a man treat a woman in that way? You understand? Yet you have to give her that softness and that confidence. You don't know how it feels like. Sometimes I'm like, if I ever marry a man that's going to tell me, baby, no one is like you. Baby, you're the best. Baby, what? I don't know how far I can go. Honestly speaking. You know, that thing when your man believes in you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even if it's your brother. Unfortunately, I don't have a brother. Maybe I had to be I had to have that, you know. I didn't have anyone to fight for me. It was me to
It
fight.
could be a male friend. A male friend who believes in you, or a cousin who believes in you.
I have one male friend that believes in me so much. He tells me, you know what, Vega, you're gonna make it. And the funniest part, this is my ex, the one that told me I would be a model. One day he told me, you have so much faith. If you never get rich in this life, I see Oprah in you. I told him. He told me.
Quite a similar story to
He
Oprah.
told me, you're so strong. I've never seen someone that has faith like you are. You know, we broke up. He's a person that comes to me and tells me, you're going to be successful one day. He tells me that every time. And that's why maybe we still talk sometimes, because he believes in me to an extent that he tells me, whoever is going to end up with you is going to have a strong woman. Because, I don't know, me, I'm a person that's going to say that on Monday, I'm going to do this. I'll pray for it every day. And you know how many people believe that I pray? They're just like 10. No one.
I mean, we live in a world where people say we have more Christians, but not many of them really believe that people pray. Like people have that communication with God. Yeah. You're such a strong woman. And what is the future like with this whole empowering young ladies, especially those who also have similar stories like you? What's the future like? Do you intend to maybe write a book or put your story in a movie? Or, I mean, to reach the bigger world, like.
Like I told you, each and every day that I spent, I had to write. I started writing about my past when, this pain made me remember everything. The things that I didn't know that would come back in the future. So I had to start writing. And I know my book is going to be, I don't know, because it has so much in it. You can't believe that the most painful thing that I ever got in, this whole thing that has been happening in my life. Because right now I would say that I'm on my healing journey. I can now speak. If I couldn't. If I had fear. But this time I have that spirit in me that wants to help others that are going through whatever I'm going through. Because in December I had people that were killing themselves and they were young girls. And I was still in depression. So it made me fight. It's like, what if she died because of what I'm going through? Why do I let it happen? It's like, I'm going to use my story no matter what. Some people will be like, she's looking for sympathy, whatever. And at this point, I don't care. The only thing I want in my life is to see other people heal. That's the only thing that I want. I don't care if someone gets to know what people are going through what.
So what lessons have you learned from all this pain and all this trauma that you've been through?
Honestly, I learned to forgive myself. Because sometimes we think we're mad at people, yet we're mad at ourselves deep inside. I learned that the only way to be strong is to love yourself enough. Sometimes we think, okay, that thing comes in when you're mad at people. You think you're mad at them. But that boundary should be set before people drain you to that. I got to know I wasn't mad at people because not everyone is like me. Sometimes we think, okay, if I do this for this person, they can do the same for me. But we all have different intentions and you can never know. So when you're connected to someone, you get addicted to that toxicity. Through that, you keep on letting that eat you up. So I learned to love myself more, to prioritize myself. I learned one thing, to give kindness to people. Because at that moment when I was looking for someone to tell me it would be fine, no one was there. Even sometimes family, no one can ever understand you, and you can't blame them for that because they're not you, they're not experiencing that. And we find ourselves getting mad at everyone. This person, what? No one can ever know what you're going through. The only thing you can ever do for yourself, forgive yourself first. Forgive them. Learn, pray for discernment. That God can help you to know, to show you, someone's intentions before they affect you. And I'm rooting for that. The moment someone does something fishy, I'm cutting you off. Because this time, I love myself more than anything else. I want to give myself all that I always wanted from people, that I never got. And I want to fight for my women still. I'm writing my book. And I just hope my story can really help other people. Because I don't care if people say, hey, sympathy, whatever. I know whenever you hear someone going through something, sometimes you think yours is heavy. There's someone who has something that's heavier. So it helps someone to be like, okay, so this one is going through this and they didn't kill themselves or they didn't die. let me grab this journey. I can heal too. Now, the only thing that I always tell people is pray for everything. Even if you're going to touch this, pray. Because I've seen prayer help me to be here today, that I can sit. I'm doing this because I promised this to God. I told him I'm going to use my story. I don't care where. I don't care how. I'm going to sit you down, tell you whatever. When I feel that I need to tell you that. I'll tell you my story because I know there's a reason why I have to tell you my story. Because it's a different one. And I believe that. You don't know. You might think that I like, how should I say it? I think I should thank you even more for giving me an opportunity.
Thank you for sharing your story, because the truth is, not many people would like to open up because of the stigma society will give to them, because of the rejection. Like you said, people will think, oh, she's here for sympathy. And so the aftermath of sharing the story may even cause them more trauma and depression. So most people are avoiding that. But you have the courage, you have come out to tell the world that, look, it can be better. Life can be hard, but it can be better. And no matter what people are going through, they should know that life can be better. Thank you so much for coming, Shimi. And thank you so much for watching. I know that someday you also would like to share your story. If you like to do, please leave your email in the comment section below. Thank you. Bye-bye.